want to see the flame, so don't spark the match. We like rookie Kurt Angle, make your ankle snap. Three amigos like Eddie, but don't lie, you steal. Only cheat when we gotta, but to win we will. Mike skills like Dusty, but go hard like Brock. I'm a stunner like Austin, dropping elbows like Mach. Y'all don't want to see the finish, cause it's us on top. 1, 2, 3, get the V and get a warrior pop. Yo!
Okay, everyone, welcome. Never mind, Will.
Let's rewind it back on. What is up, guys? It is your boy Wilbur, aka Wilbur's 95. You don't interrupt me. That's gonna be a running thing. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. What is up, guys? It is your boy Wilbur here from the Bump Boys, aka the greatest podcast in sports entertainment. What up, guys?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Wait, do you guys remember my name?
King
what's
William?
AKA King William, AKA Mr. Wilbur _95, AKA
Bomb 92.
We don't give a
Prince Danny.
Don't interrupt the king, my man. You can't interrupt the king when the king is talking.
I'm the village idiot.
We have big news. This is going to be our reaction video and kind of like our speculation of what can happen. With the possibilities, Ring of Honor, ROH, has been purchased by Mr. Tony Khan. He came out on this week's AEW Dynamite this Wednesday, and basically he said he did have a big announcement. We don't know if he dropped 10. We don't know if he dropped 50, 20, 30 mil. All we know is he bought Ring of Honor. He bought everything.
Yeah, he bought a shitload.
I hope it's a brand split, or I hope they're going to use it as like a
Okay, I got your tongue. Here's what we do. We rewind it like a developmental. There you go.
I can't say that word.
That's right. I don't know how to say.
I don't.
That pussy.
Hey Joe, how would you use it?
So from what I was reading on the announcement they post, they're still going to keep it its own separate entity, which is great. But I honestly think they mainly did it for the footage. This adds, like what they were saying, like thousands of hours of new footage that they can acquire and put into their AEW branding. And I think that ties back into what you were saying, Danny, about them partnering with HBO and putting on HBO Max to, give it to the people. Because there wasn't one part of his statement. He put, I will immediately. If you notice, my bad. He said, I will immediately begin exploring opportunities to make ROH video library available to fans who have the opportunity to witness the beginning of careers of AEW's biggest stars. So if he's talking about trying to get this immediately done, and Danny, you talked about previously they're trying to do HBO Max deals. I can see this being part of that deal.
Oh yeah, I can see it too, because I can definitely see it being that, because if you notice tonight, they teased so much HBO Max tonight. Like even the Acclaim came out and called the people Euphoria, brought up Euphoria when the Acclaim came out.
Yep, brought the druggies, the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, also think like this too, like Ring of Honor just released its first Hall of Fame inductees. I believe it was so Samoa Joe, who's obviously not on AEW, nor is he on WWE, but Daniel Bryan is, or Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, and was the third one Christopher Daniels, I'm assuming?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. So think about 3 active wrestlers, and all thanks that, Christopher Daniels was able to compete this week on Dynamite, coming back from his scary injury. So think about like this. 3 active wrestlers of AEW started out in Ring of Honor. So they're also being inducted in the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. So it only just kind of ties into that whole HBO Max, watch these stars. I think this also maybe helps with the ties where maybe Samoa Joe comes to AEW. Obviously, he has ties with Ring of Honor, all that kind of stuff. He'll have this footage. So then also now the new viewer who doesn't know who Samoa Joe is, very short stint with WWE when it comes to like just being on TV and stuff like that. Obviously, he was an announcer, wrestler. I think that also brings a nice little aspect to it as well.
He didn't really have a big title run. He never really had. His biggest issue was he was always hurt.
Yep. So maybe he comes in as a manager or an announcer or something like that.
But I also think it's important to think that AEW superstars right now, they have, I believe, over 40. They list a long list of people who were from Ring of Honor, and they call it a family. So over 40 people from their roster has appeared in Ring of Honor during their careers. So I think, and Tony is always a person who's like, I want to help out the community. I actually care about the wrestling community. So I think, think about 40 alumni from Ring of Honor on your show, and then you just buy Ring of Honor. I think, this is a move that I feel like this is a power move, though. Like, it was a move where he was like, Vince doesn't respect you
Shocks the
guys.
system. It gives that WWE that little stick in the butt that, okay, this guy's getting bigger.
He's like, you guys can have progress and, Revolve. Was it Revolve?
Yeah.
You can have them, but, we have Ring of Honor and stuff like that. And I think it's going to be, it's almost like the Marvel cinematic universe, the DC cinematic universe. And it's just kind of like, that's how I'm seeing it, WWE, I'll give them their Marvel and stuff like that. And then it is what it is, but it's just really big, I think. It's really, really interesting news.
So question, with potentially in the next maybe up till summer, potentially getting Kenny Omega back, another big draw. Do we see AEW kind of do what WWE did? Well, learning from WWE mistake with, bringing on WCW talent when they bought out ECW and their talent. Do you think they maybe say, hey, instead of just trying to shove all these new wrestlers down people's throats and, on the same show, do you think AEW goes with a draft system? So set up Rampage and Dynamite as two separate shows. So maybe Omega leads one show and you have CM Punk on the other. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I could see that. Or maybe making a third show.
I think building another brand for Tony would be great. He already has a banger in AEW, and everyone knows it. Like, anyone who's doubting it is a fucking idiot. I'm gonna be honest; they're pretty dumb. It's a superior product right now. Like, if you want to watch quality wrestling, you watch AEW. So if you can take Ring of Honor and bring it up in 2-3 years to where AEW is at now you got WWE sweating a little bit. Now you have more people who can. I was always worried about contracts and stuff like that, but it seems like Tony Khan got money to be buying out new promotions and stuff. Now he can be like, hey, I'm gonna give you a contract, but you may not be on AEW. You might be Ring of Honor and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna solve a lot of his problems that I always was speculating about contracts and it's being too crowded. He's releasing too many people.
It's crazy because now you're thinking now there's only 4 systems. Now there's only 4 systems: WWE, AEW, Impact, and New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You before they had the 5th one was. You had to think 5th one was Ring of Honor, but you also have MLW,
and then now you have the new Braun Strowman.
You also have the AAA,
EC3,
the new Braun Strowman one that's going to a new like they're going to be on TV starting in April.
Yeah, they're getting a
Pro
TV
Wrestling TV. It's going to be their new streaming service that's going to be called Pro Wrestling TV.
So there's a lot to to think about with.
What are you laughing at?
Sorry, I just scrolled on the Twitter feed of the ROH news, and there's just a segment of the MJF segment of just CM Punk like, and I'm just talking to him. It just had me dying. Like I just scrolled and saw it. It's just MJF talking shit to CM Punk while he's just like, oh. So I'm sorry, guys.
That's fine. So Danny, you got a good idea. Do you think you were talking about maybe Ring of Honor being the developmental stage of, has a kind of developmental kind of sound, like Ohio Valley Wrestling, South Florida, which became NXT. Do you think you throw Ring of Honor on maybe like a Tuesday to compete with NXT, and then you separate Rampage and
No, I wouldn't do that.
No?
I'm sorry, I wouldn't do it. You can't. I don't want to go through that again.
So you're thinking they should put it on like a Thursday, so that way every week,
Thursday is
every
Impact.
day.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's Impact. Do you think you didn't do it like a Saturday, kind of like Saturday Night Heat? Remember how that used to be?
Maybe I could see maybe a Saturday. What about you, Joe? Where would you put it?
On television,
Yeah.
I like Saturday. Like a
I
Saturday
think
morning.
it's always been on a Saturday. For like it's been in Connecticut. If you're watching, it's always been like on a public access type channel. And I think making it free for a bit, getting people into it, then going onto a broadcast like Saturday night. The only problem with that is you have it going against some big events and
Even
WWE
WWE
pay-per-views. Yeah.
So that's why Saturday morning I think would be great because you can draw a little attention away from the pay-per-views. If you treat it kind of how like when me and Joe were kids, TNA we were able to watch it on Saturdays, even though it obviously didn't. I thought it didn't come out on Saturdays, but they would do reruns of TNA on Spike. I believe Spike. What was that? Spike.
We used to watch Raw Mundo.
Yeah, on Sundays. On Sundays, but we'd also have TNA on Saturdays in the morning. So we used to be excited to be, oh my God, they're doing reruns, or we used to record. And Saturday mornings always just kind of felt like a perfect time. You wake up, kids are off at school, they go watch a little bit of wrestling, give them a 2-hour show that's quick, nice little storylines. So I'd like to treat them kind of like they treated like old school TNA, build up some talent and then send them off to. And I think they honestly should do the brand split. Learn from WWE's mistake. Right now, Dynamite is starting to get crowded. We're seeing how many tag teams this professional company has. They have a lot of tag teams.
There is a rumor we could be getting another division, another belt.
The trios, right? The trios.
Yep.
But that makes it even more crowded. Like they need to make Rampage 2 hours, and they need the draft. And if you were to do a draft, you need to have Omega on one side, and then you need CM Punk on the other, and then you divide everything in half, basically. Those are your two big, CM Punk is the WWE side, and Omega is obviously the Indies and the New Japan kind of other side of wrestling.
I think something nice you could also do is, instead of it being like a brand split, you could be like, hey, on Dynamite, we have the AEW World title, we have the TNT title, we have the women's title,
and then we have
And then we have the tag title. And then, if you wanted to go to ROH has their world title. And then maybe we put the trios over there. So let's say you're finding it a little stale on Dynamite. Now you want to be a trios team. You head over to ROH. So it's like, hey, AEW stars are, going over to ROH. ROH stars are going over to AEW. And it's almost like you get to choose what brand or what division you're going into. I feel like that would help with the division ranking.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like
that. But
lots of news, man. Lots of big news today.
Tony. This is the can coming off of the tuna fish. That way we can mix it with the lamb and tuna fish. Perfect combo.
It's getting deeper and deeper.
Even better. So, guys, any last statements?
It's gonna be an interesting ride.
Tony, I was wrong. I talked mad shit on the last couple of videos about you, but you did your shit, bro. You came prepared. All right, you got it.
Get down on your knees and beg Tony for your forgiveness right now.
That bumbling fool. No, just kidding.
All right, guys. It's been your boy Will.
It's been Joe.
And apparently that's Danny. It's been the Bump Boys.
Signing out.
Peace.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang!